Welcome to the New Change in the Map series. It's a new series where whenever there's a border change of some kind, like a change on the map, I talk about it. I'm not going to include too many things like war front lines since those change a lot, but this case I'll make an exception due to the circumstance. So there's a civil war going on in Yemen right now, so this map should actually look like this. But then, if you change it to who's on what side, it actually looks like this, with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates supporting this pink faction known as the Hadi government. The civil war has been very deadly and sadly largely overshadowed with the whole Syrian civil war and fighting ISIS, but make no mistake, it's still a big war. So how this map changed is that the U.A.E. decided on May 4th to take over the island of Socotra, this island off of Yemen over here. Now, this doesn't count as a front line in the war because of a few reasons. For one, the U.A.E. took over this island from the faction they're supposed to be supporting, which is kind of strange. For another, it's an entire island where the Civil War hadn't actually had a chance to reach yet. This entire conflict, it's been peaceful with no battles on there so far. But so far, in spite of that, the U.A.E. has done a full military occupation on the island, including the airports and seaports, so that Yemeni officials can't leave. They've also raised their flag and posted pictures of their crown prince everywhere. The local stations in the area claim that they were given a 99-year lease on the island, but the Yemeni government has said that they never gave such a thing and calls this an act of aggression. So for all intents and purposes, this is the U.A.E. expanding to take over this island, almost similar to how Russia took over the Crimea but on a much smaller scale, and the world doesn't seem to be paying attention or caring as much. So why would the U.A.E. take over this island? For one, it's a strategically important location for trade due to its proximity to the Red Sea, Indian Ocean, and Horn of Africa, where a lot of the trade routes end up. The U.A.E. has a strong economy thanks to oil and other things, so their local consumption is going up. Secondly, the island has an air base with an airstrip that's 3,000 meters long, which is a great thing to have for powerful military jets. The U.A.E. might end up needing some sort of leverage against a neighbor like Saudi Arabia should they ever have a war someday, and this would be a perfect military base for that. Either way, this is as close to an annexation as you can get without officially calling it one. So this is essentially a new change in the map. Whether atlases and Google Maps will update it depends on what happens over the next few days. Since territories don't change that often outside of front lines in a war, I'm not sure when episode 2 of this series will be. But until then, I'm Emperor Tigerstar, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.